Hola, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Byron Gonzalez here for Latin Alt Radio, a public radio station here in the Southern California. And I'm here to bring you interviews from artists that you should be keeping your ear on. And today I have an artist out of Bronx, New York, right? Out of
Yeah.
Bronx, we got Selines, who's been rocking the folk world. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te encuentras hoy y dónde te encuentras?
Um, pues primero que nada, muchas gracias por esta oportunidad. This is super cool. Y pues estoy bien, estoy muy contenta de estar aquí, poder platicar un poco de lo que es el proyecto Celines. Igual, I'm here in New York, estoy en Nueva York. Y sí, estoy muy emocionada para empezar.
Excelente. ¿Estás en tu cuarto ahorita? ¿Estás en
Sí,
casa?
sí, estoy en casa, en mi cuarto, mis guitarras, ahí todo.
Qué lindo. ¿Me puedes contar porque las miro ahorita? ¿Me puedes contar, can you tell me a little bit history on that red one and then your acoustic one? Is there a
Claro
story
que
behind
sí.
those?
Yeah, actually, funny story, una historia un poco chistosa. Todas las guitarras que tengo fueron regaladas, excepto la que uso para cantar en escenarios o grabar. Entonces, esa fue grabada, bueno, no, esa fue regalada por mi maestro en octavo grado. He gave me
Wow.
a Fender and he was like, oh, pues, I know you love music y te la quiero regalar because I graduated. He gave me that one. And then that one is a guitar that my dad found when he came here to United States for the first time. So
Oh my
yeah, that
God.
like tiene significado muy importante para mí.
Okay, so you don't play that one at all. You
Bueno,
keep that one safe.
no tiene strings, entonces
Oh, okay.
está ahí decoración, pero esa la tengo que ir a arreglar porque pues la quiero usar para proyectos, la quiero usar para pues cualquier idea que se me venga.
That's super cool. So you started playing music very young. What led you to want to play music? Was there an artist that you looked up to? Maybe your parents played music, or cómo fue esa transición?
Um, pues yo siempre estuve como con mucha música, básicamente. Mi familia, pues en cada fiesta o cada lugar, pues siempre se ponían a cantar, a bailar, a todo eso. Entonces, de hecho, empecé en la iglesia, tocaba para la iglesia, casi como todos, ¿no? Empiezan en la iglesia, and then from there, pues, el que estaba haciendo las clases se dio cuenta de que yo podía cantar, pero no lo practicaba mucho, entonces él me dijo, pues ven acá, te voy a enseñar cómo tocar la guitarra y cantar, y ya de ahí, pues, me enamoré. De hecho, casi todos mis primos estaban en clases de guitarra,
Oh,
pero yo
wow.
fui la única que se quedó hasta los 13 14 años y ya de ahí pues a los 13 años me di cuenta que pues tengo ese don de escribir y me empecé a meter a clases de lectura y todo eso y ya pues little by little todo se fue como formando.
¿Qué fue el momento que te atrayó o comenzaste a escuchar la música de folk, ya que ese es tu sonido?
Sí, yo me recuerdo el día exacto. It was septiembre 15 de 2019. Fue la primera vez que escuché a Ed Maverick,
Oh,
que es
wow.
un artista súper famoso en la área de folk. Y ese día me enamoré de que cómo una canción puede tener cuatro acordes, pero tener un sentimiento profundo, tener algo detrás de esas letras, ese sentimiento, y yo lo sentí, entonces dije, no, pues hay que hacerlo, hay que intentarlo, porque si no lo hago ahora, like, I don't know when it's gonna happen.
That's so cool. That's amazing. And it's interesting too. I mean, Ed Maverick and like Kevin Carl I always found interesting in them because that type of folk music is never played in Mexico. That's completely like an American folk, thing. And them coming from Mexico, but you are from both worlds, so that kind of pushes it forward. And maybe now folk in Espanol will be a little bit more recognized. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, definitely.
It's such an interesting contrast. These next following questions are very simple. They're just kind of to get to know you a little bit better, but kind of very surface level too. So
Mhm.
you can dive into them if you want. You can simply do a one word answer, up to you. So here we go. Are you a coffee or tea person?
Tea person. I
Tea
cannot
person.
have caffeine. Yeah.
You can have a little bit of it.
A little bit, pero de hecho, caffeine makes me more tired. So I'm more of a tea person.
Are you a morning person?
Definitely. I wake up at 5:30 every morning.
Oh my God. I can't even muster my eyes open. Are aliens real?
Ooh, tricky one. I believe they are. Conspiracy theories have me tied up. So, but I think they are.
Are ghosts real?
Definitely, definitely. I've seen a couple of things. So,
Oh, that's cool. How is Bigfoot real?
oh, I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't believe in that.
That's the one. What was one of the first bands you ever went to go see live?
Well, I went to go see Carla Morrison.
Oh, that's cool.
Huge inspiration in my music. So I got to see her and her band, and it was just amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. What are some of the artists that you're currently listening to? Like if we open up your Spotify or Apple Music, what are like some of the like top five artists that we'll see on the recently played?
Top five artists, definitely Cuco. I'm a huge fan of Cuco, and it's such a summer vibe. It brings me back to like all the summers I've been through. So Cuco and Maverick, Kevin Carl, Natalia Forcade, and
Yeah.
Selines, because I've gotten to the point where like I'm actually pretty proud of the work I've put out, and every once in a while I like to listen to my songs and just be like, wow, like I really wrote that. I really put this out there.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad that estás encontrando orgullo en tu trabajo, and that's very important.
It's extremely important.
Um, are you much of a reader?
Yes, I love reading. It kind of balances out with like writing because I'll see a lot of authors have like certain things they do when they come to reading, like writing their books.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to me writing something, even though I'm not writing a fictional story or something like that, there's still things in my writing that makes like that if you hear it, you'll be like, ah, yeah, that's silliness. So I'm kind of working on that, and reading it definitely helps me.
Yeah, it's like the way I think of it, it's like you're working out for your brain. Like you're making every
Yeah.
sentence, every book, it's like a push-up for
hmm
your brain. So what book would you recommend, or what's one of the most recent books that got you, you're like, wow, that was a good book?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh,
I
really?
forgot the author, but I watched the film with the actor that played Johnny from American Psycho. I think it was him. And I watched the film and I was like, wow, this is a really good film because I love watching movies too. So I was like searching it up and I saw they had a book, and the book is completely like there's two different versions of it.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah, that book was actually very interesting. And I guess right now I'm also trying to finish it, the big book. It's like 2000.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been years. I've been trying to read the book for like 4 years already. So I thought
no way. You got to put it
yeah,
down a lot.
yeah, I put it down a lot. But yeah, definitely
That
those two.
that's really cool. That's really cool. One of the books that I love that I didn't realize was such a good book because it was a movie was Jurassic Park. So if you get a chance, read
Really?
Jurassic Park. Yeah,
Definitely. Okay, I'll add it to the list.
that one was a page turner for sure. Um, if you could, what other language would you like to learn?
Um, that's a tricky one. I guess practice a little more Italian. I took Italian in high school, but high school language is like, eh. So one of my biggest dreams is to go to Italy. So definitely Italian.
Okay, nice. Yeah, good pizza out there. I've been there once. It was amazing.
You're so lucky.
Yeah, well, you'll be there. You're with your la trayectoria de tu carrera ahorita. Ahí te lo vas a lograr. All right, I want to get into this new project that I didn't realize that you had projects beforehand, but now you're Selines, this new current project, this new chapter in your life. What brought on this continuation of or this soloness of Selines and this project?
Bueno, pues like selling this before everything that happened. that was more so me putting out my feelings in songs and just like, quickly recording them and putting them out there. It was my form of like being able to express myself without having to vent to someone on one-on-one.
Mhm.
And it was also songs that I wrote when I was like 15, 16. I was young. I was like, still going in high school, doing stuff. And now, Selines, like, I feel like I developed as a person. I'm still young, but I've learned a lot within 2 years. I learned how to appreciate myself, love myself as a person, and I want to show that. And I want to show that within my writing and also put my writing and my music out for people so if they could relate in some form, like, it'll make it all feel like, wow, they really appreciate my work now that I'm more mature, that I'm more older. And yeah, basically just a continuation of, Salinas as a person and Salinas and growing and, learning new things and experiences.
Nice. And so is that what Ojos Vacios contained a lot of? Was it old stuff? Was it all new stuff that you wrote? So can we find stuff that was 15-year-old you in Ojos Vacios, or there's just now in
Yeah.
the present?
Yeah, actually, Ojos Vacios, it was my first EP, and I had music that I never put out beforehand. Entonces,
Oh, that's cool.
I took this as the opportunity to clean up some songs, keep the same things, but just clean it up, make it sound a little better. And Ojos Más Vacíos is basically just a mixture of how 15, 16-year-old Celines was, and then how 18-year-old Celines is, and, making it all sound authentic and, just real with the people.
Yeah, it really comes off like that. I mean, you just kind of, for me at least, and I listen to so much music. Music gets thrown at me all the time. You came out of left field and nobody had even reached out. I just kind of, Spotify recommended me to you. And I was like, wow. And the first song I heard was Todo Me Empiezo a Enamorar. And it just caught it because, and I think that's the thread amongst artists that do that catch you like real fast because they're authentic, they're being vulnerable, and they're really showing their heart on their sleeves. So that's how you came to me when I started hearing that song, and it was like, oh, I can't get enough of it. Honestly, I had that song on repeat, and then I decided to put it on the radio, and people were like just sharing their Instagram stories like, oh my god, I can't believe I just found Selines, and they're just like super ecstatic about it.
No, that's so cool. So you're the one that's been playing my song on repeat.
Yes, yes, yes.
I see like there's always one person just playing it, and I'm like, who could it be?
That's probably me. Yeah, that song I was hooked.
But I
Um,
appreciate it.
yeah, yeah, of course. And happy to also share the music and share the vibe because Mi Empiezo a Enamorar is one of my favorites. Can you tell me a little bit, maybe a little backstory? What's the backstory behind that one?
Oof, Me Empiezo a Enamorar was written when I was 15. That's one of the
Oh, that's
songs.
one of them.
Mhm. That's when I started like focusing, not focusing, but noticing that, like, wow, like I kind of like someone, and like it's scary, it's weird, because before that it was just like school, work, whatever. Like I'm still young, I'm having fun, I'm going outside. But when I turned 15, I was like, wow, feelings are a part of life. And I don't know how to cope with them. Like I don't know how to, like, do I tell them? Do I don't tell them? So I guess my for some reason my solution was to write a song about it. And I was just like, you know what, let's just write a song. Let's Funny story, I actually had my brother assist me in the song. My little brother, he
Oh.
like I was singing him a verse, or I was singing him a line, and he'll be like, yeah, like I like that part. Or he'll be like, no, that doesn't make sense, like, it was a little fun song that I wrote. Never expected it to be this big. Never expected it to, have a lot of people liking that song. But yeah, it's a song that basically just talks about falling in love, or having these feelings of love, and being scared but at the same time excited, and yeah, just
That
being young love, that young fun love.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, you're still young. You're still gonna experience that. We're probably gonna hear Me Empiezo a Enamorar part two, part three. So it's gonna be a whole
Hopefully,
album.
hopefully.
um, that's so funny. Now, that's interesting that you say that your brother also helped you. Is he still kind of helping you in your new songs and songs coming up in the future? Is he part of your team?
Every so often, he's 14 right now, so he's also going through that stage of like,
Uh,
feelings and stuff. So he's more so just like he sits there to listen. My sister as well. My sister's 16. They sit down and I tell them like, hey guys, can I show you this song? And they sit down and they're like, oh, like I like it. My sister's a little more rough on the edge. She's like, you could do better, you could do better. But yeah, both of them, like, they both support me. They both basically part of my team, but it's more so my family team, like the ones that hear the music first before I send it to the team,
oh, that's
basically.
cool. Do you know if they play any instruments yet? Have you taught them
Um,
anything?
my sister used to play guitar, but she's one of the people that left in the family. It's not really her thing. She's more into fashion. And then my brother, he plays bajoloche or the bajo,
Oh,
but
cool.
he also kind of left it because he's in boxing right now. So I guess I'm the only music person in this family.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe it'll come back later, and then you could have
Hopefully,
like a full team, full team on
hopefully the
stage.
whole band.
Yeah, exactly. If not, they'll just assist you in the songwriting.
Definitely.
So how has your songwriting changed from when you were 15 up till now? Has it changed a lot? Has it changed a little bit? Or are you being more honest to yourself now than you were before?
I guess the basis of it is the same. They're my feelings, my experiences, things I've been through or things I've felt. The only thing that has really changed is that when I used to write back then, I was more like self-conscious about things. I wouldn't really like be confident in my work. I wouldn't really like want to accept those feelings as well. So I would just like write it, but it would just be like the classic, like, normal stuff. And now I'm more in touch with my feelings. Like if I feel something, I'll try my best to not directly say it in a song, but give you
Mhm.
that feeling as I write it, give you a line where you could be like, wow, like, that's what she meant. But at the same time, I guess now my writing is more so up into like interpretation. I don't like directly putting meanings into songs because a lot of people feel it differently. A lot of people like have love for different things or different people that isn't necessarily a relationship. So my writing now is more so like the main feeling is that feeling that's given. If you could feel it, then that's what's given. But it's up to you, to whoever you want to dedicate that song to, or whoever you think of whenever that song plays. Like that's up to you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, as it should be, as songwriting should be. I mean, nobody's out there singing what you should feel. They'll feel attacked, you know. Like, don't tell me what to do. So now since that kind of informs your songwriting now, is that why you made a song about your mom, Mujer Especial, for Mother's Day?
Yeah, I think that's the only song that's directly like, this is definitely a Mother's Day song.
Oh, that's really cool. What can we expect more from you in this coming? Is there more songs that you've already have in the can and you're just waiting to record, or you're still gonna be writing songs? What's coming up for Selines here for the rest of the year now?
Well, I have a lot of songs that I have written within these past few months. A lot of just music that comes out whenever I'm bored or whenever I have the time. Hopefully an album by like September, like August, September, somewhere around those dates.
Album of the year already.
Hopefully, I hope. And then yeah, just a lot of songs waiting to be, recorded, a lot of music that's waiting to be produced. And I'm super excited to work with like a lot of different people as well in the industry. I've gotten a few people that, want to work together, want to just, be able to share that music with us and put in ideas that we both have. So definitely just music coming up, getting ready, and yeah, experiences.
Any collaborations yet? Have you made any friends in the scene?
Um, I'm not. Um, I don't know if I can say names yet. I kind of want to leave
Oh,
it as
okay,
a
okay,
surprise,
that's fine.
but definitely some collaborations coming up. I really hope people like it. I hope people, get to feel that silliness is still there. But even with collabing with other people, like, it's two different vibes combined. So I really want people to just hopefully like it and be excited for it as much as I am.
That's awesome. Well, I'm already excited to see what the surprise collaborations are, and well, I'm sure it's only going to take you even farther. That's really cool. Well, Selines, I think I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm sure you have a busy day ahead of you, or if you don't, I mean, you got a free day ahead of you and to do whatever you want. I appreciate you taking the time and speaking to us here at the Latin Alt Radio. And I wish you the best for the rest
Thank
of the
you.
year. And
Like I said,
uh-huh.
sorry. Oh, I was gonna say thank you for this opportunity. Like, I appreciate people wanting to learn a little bit more about me and being able to share my music. It's just a dream. Like, it's all coming to life.
Yeah, get your message across, right, to as many people as you can, trying to make people feel good. And
Yeah.
well, I was gonna say, I'll see you at the LAMC. I hear, well, you're in New York anyway, but I feel like you're gonna attend.
I think I am. I'm not really sure. I haven't been up to date, which
Oh,
my team, I just want to, I'm gonna actually say it right here. I appreciate my team so much. I'm in the process of moving, so like it's been so
uh,
chaotic, but shout out to my team because you guys are amazing. Like without them, I wouldn't have this, like, I wouldn't be able to share this stuff with you, and I wouldn't be able to be here and sharing this music. So yeah, quick shout out to you guys. But
that's great.
yeah, yeah. I hope so. I hope to meet you soon as well and give you like a formal appreciation, just a hug or something, maybe a sign thing here and there. Who knows?
Yes, totally. I do want to sign like a photo or a single art, something.
Of course. Yeah.
One more question, just because it's on my mind and talking about the LMC. How far are you from Manhattan? How far is where you live?
Where I live right now, Manhattan is like 30, 40 minutes away.
Okay, so maybe we can set something up because I'll have my video team with me, and then we can
Oh,
create some content out there.
that'd be so cool. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you again, Selines. It's been a
Of
pleasure
course.
to finally meet you virtually, and then hopefully later on in July meet you in real life.
Yeah, of course. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yay! All right, take care, Selines.